Hello everybody, welcome to part 2 of this You and Them reading. I've already done part 1, which is you. I'm not going to go through it, but basically, if it resonates, you're done. You're done. If you want to personalise You and Them reading, go to the link in bio. There is the option there. It's £20. One spoke for you, one spoke for them. These are collective, please take what resonates. So let's see what's going off for them, but it looks like whatever this situation is, it's, you know, it'd be dead. Right, okay. Right. Opposing energies. Right, so the first card for them is the Strength card in the reverse position. Okay, because you have cut your energy off, because you are going in a new direction, because, as stated in part 1, I feel like you're being divinely guided onto a new path. They don't like it. Their strength is being removed. Okay. Now, why is their strength being removed? Well, because they're King of Wands in the reverse position. Okay. Wands fire action, King's masculine energy. As always, we're talking about energy, not gender, so it can be a man, woman, somebody non-binary. It can sometimes include a collective, but this is a You and Them reading, unless the them is a collective. Now, King of Wands in the reverse position is not a very good ruler, okay? Not a very good ruler at all. Is what we call toxic masculinity, okay? Now, it can be something simple as, they're just a bit of a dickhead. They can be selfish, they don't like change. It can range to the real nasty stuff. Anger, aggression, oppression, suppression, abuse, okay? This person, they're losing their strength, and they're losing their strength because they're just kind of feeding into this anger, okay? They don't like the fact that you're changing. They don't like the fact that you're breaking away, okay? This King of Wands is all about control, okay? Because in the upright position, the King of Wands has got a little salamander down by his feet, okay? And that, salamanders and lizards and snakes and stuff like that, they shed their skin to grow and evolve, okay? Upright kings know that has to happen. They adapt, they evolve, they want to lead, they don't want to control, okay? Reverse King of Wands wants to control, okay? Now, we then got the Two of Wands, Wands fire action. Now, this card's about making a new plan moving forwards, okay? So hopefully they've realised that they need to go on their new path, and it's not a case of them trying to make some kind of sneaky plan against you, but we'll see. Right, okay, not quite sure with that one. So we then got the Four of Wands in the reverse position, Wands fire action. Upright position, we call this the 11-11 card, make a wish, okay? It can talk about celebration, it can talk about things like engagement and marriage and long term, okay? It can also include, new house or something along those lines. It's in the reverse position, okay? They're basically realising what their plans were, what their wishes were. It's not going to work anymore. You know what I mean? They've kind of, because they've been toxic, because they've been focusing on themselves, because potentially they've had an ulterior motive, it's starting to dawn on them that they've fucked this. You know what I mean? They've fucked the plans up. We then got the Four of Pentacles, Pentacles, money, finance, non-financial wealth. Okay, this guy's the banker, he's the investment card of the investment suit. So this talks about either financially or energetically, they're focusing on themselves. But with these cards here, it kind of feels like that was their intention anyway. They wanted to be the banker, they wanted to keep all the pennies for themselves. They were never going to kind of share the wealth. It was all about stockpiling for them. Overall outcome cards, Two of Pentacles in the reverse position. Pentacles, money, finance, non-financial wealth, okay. I'm going to go for the straight up. Whatever this connection was, okay, it was a karmic cycle. Okay, it was a big karmic cycle. So in the reverse position, confirmation burp. I might actually use that this time. I never say that really. I don't believe in confirmation burps, but it came at just the right time. Maybe there is something in it. See, I don't mind admitting when I'm wrong. I don't mind admitting if I need to change my mind on things. That's why regularly when I'm doing a tarot reading, I'll start off and I'll go, I feel it's this. And then I'll go, as more cards come out, now it feels like it's shifted, it's changed, okay? Side note, if you're looking at learning to do tarot or mediumship or whatever, do not ever be afraid to say you've changed your mind. Simple as that, you know what I mean? It's not a case of you've got somebody talking in your ear and telling you everything that you need to tell the client. You're working with energies, you're working with a story, and you can't tell the full story unless you have all the pages. So a bit like a murder mystery, and you're reading it and you think, oh, the butler does it, and then on page 2 the butler's dead. It's okay to go, oh, I was wrong. Simple as that. Right, yeah, so infinity loop, karmic cycle, reverse position, they're starting to realise that you've broken this karmic cycle, okay? Now, the slight hesitation in the U reading of the 3 of Wands in the reverse position, it feels a little bit like, not necessarily on a verbal, mental or emotional level, it feels a little bit like that in a last ditch attempt for them to try and keep you trapped in this loop, in this cycle, they might be kind of trying to put energy out to you. Not necessarily in a bad way, but just to try and keep you hooked, okay? It's not going to work. It's not going to work because, as we've seen, you're going into full energy. It's not so much that you're going to get dragged back into it. You're just kind of having these moments of looking back and questioning things. And by this point, you need to, you need to stop. You are you. Focus on yourself. Okay. Obstacles or blockages. Ace of Wands in the reverse, Wands fire action. Now, the obstacle or blockage for them is that they need to just basically go, right, what am I doing? Where am I going? Who do I want to be? But they're resisting doing that, okay? Removing any blockages. 4 of Swords in the reverse position. Swords are where we think words we use, okay? Upright position, this talks about periods of rest and stuff like that. Reverse position, it tends to be that we're kind of avoiding things, we're kind of pushing things, we're overthinking things, we're over-analysing things. Obviously, they're not going to be seeing this, but yeah, the advice for them really, and what they should be doing is there needs to be a rest period for them, because they need to reanalyse their behaviour, they need to reanalyse their actions, but unfortunately at the moment they're not doing that. If they did that, they could then reanalyse what they want from life. What is it that they actually want? But unfortunately they're not going to do it. So there you go. Hope that resonates. Hope that gives you some kind of peace of mind, because like I say, in the U reading, you're going places, you're done, you're out of it. But at least might give you some kind of peace of mind that you were dealing with a toxic masculine energy. It was all about control. Yeah, basically these cards say that they're fucked it, basically. Karma's going to come and get them. They're already losing their strength and their powers. If there's any kind of magic or anything like that involved, that'll be dwindling away. Yeah, don't, if you feel their energy on you, just the best thing to do is to kind of acknowledge it, accept it, move on, okay? Go, yep, it's there. One of my subscribers, Tink, was saying, we were talking about anxiety and panic, because I came across this TikTok video that landed on, it was talking about acknowledging the anxiety and panic, and Tink said, I call my anxiety Ruth. She's given it a name, okay? So when it comes in, she can then go, not today, Ruth, I don't want you here. Or, in this video was saying, I see you anxiety, I see you panic. So if you do feel the energy of your ex coming on you, interesting, on the deck, devil card, yeah, just acknowledge it and just say, I see you, I can feel you there, not today, thank you, and then shut it out, because you, my darling, are fucking going places. Right, until next time, ta-ta for now.